Your Excellencies,
honourable guests, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to our annual charity concert 2017 edition. My name is Paul Tunbridge and I have the great pleasure once again to act as your host for the evening. My role is to guide you through the evening's entertainment. But I shall start by thanking all of you for gathering here in the wonderful setting of the Abdul Hussein Marafi Grand Ballroom at the Radisson Blu Hotel. Your generous support will help to fund the great work undertaken by the charity Kuwait Red Crescent. I should like to especially welcome the Vice President of Kuwait Red Crescent, Anwar Al-Hassawi, and also the Chairman of Kuwait English School, Mr. Mohammed Jassim Al-Sadar. You must be very proud of your pupils already tonight. This evening, much as in previous years, you are in for an amazing musical treat. There is something for everyone, something to suit a whole variety of musical tastes. We have classical and opera. We have R&B and soul. We have jazz and instrumentals and amazing vocals all. But what don't we have? We don't have dames. Although we do have at least one MB in the house, don't we, Mrs. Mahmood? Right now, before we start, I hope you don't mind me asking you, but to respect the performers who will be entertaining you tonight, as well as your fellow guests, I ask that you please switch off your phones or at least flick them onto airplane mode and refrain from using them until the end of the concert. Thank you. And so to the music. You'll have noticed that this evening started a little differently from your program. We should have had some handpan music called Meditation, but I believe our performer was rehearsing earlier, put himself into a trance, and he hasn't made it. Instead, we've been set off to a very lively start by the Kuwait English School Band, who, having just returned from an Eastern European tour in which they visited Prague, Bratislava and Vienna, were putting on the Ritz before introducing us to a big spender. So, let's now continue by going back to school, to the Kuwait English School to be precise, not mine. But we're going back to school. Taking to the stage, as I speak, hopefully, soon to be taking to the stage will be the English School Choir. I start going very, very slowly. They're coming in now. It's the Kuwait English School Choir. They will sing you Hamba Lulu, which I believe is a Zulu wedding song. And then, after them, the Kuwait English School Green Unit Choir will treat you to Refuge, a reflective song by Howard Goodall, which encourages us to think about what it's like to feel on the outside of a group. So please, ladies and gentlemen, as they take their position, throw your caps in the air, put your hands together, and give a warm welcome to our friends from the Kuwait English School.
There's always someone standing on the road outside the crowd who looks bewildered and confused. They try to make some sense of all the jostling and the jokes, but still they all look and amused.
What place, what light, what did they leave behind? What sight, what sound, what thoughts on their minds? I've noticed that your accent has an unfamiliar sound. Sometimes it seems you hate us all. In silence you retreat into a closed and private world behind your own protective wall. What crimes, what hurts, what wars have you survived? What hopes, what dreams were left when you arrived? Who'll be your refuge, your shelter, your fortress? Who'll be your champion? Who'll be your refuge, your pride, your brother, your north and star? Who'll be your second sight, the light that guides you way at night? Don't be downhearted. I'll be your refuge. I'll be your refuge. There's nothing wrong with being shy, and everybody knows the fools speak louder than the rest. The fools speak louder than the rest. Let no one tell you how to think or what is what are true. You are a weaker second best. You are a weaker second best. What crime? What crime? What hurt? What hurt? What wars have you survived? What wars have you survived? What hope? What hope? What dream? What dream? We left when you arrived. When you arrived. I'll be your refuge, your shelter, your fortress. I'll be your champion. I'll be your refuge, your pilot, your brother, your north and star. I will be your second sight, the light that guides you way at night. Don't be downhearted. I'll be your refuge. 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 I'll be your refuge.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Great Musical Green Unit Choir. Fabulous. They never cease to amaze me every year. They sing so brilliantly. As always, the talent of students at KES has kicked our concert off to a cracking start. But now, for me, school days are over. We're only briefly into the concert, and I've already been told off by the sound and light crew. They said, "Don't stay down there, we can't see you." And they said, "Don't wander about the stage." So here I am, and another spotlight. Amazing. This year's concert is raising funds for the Red Crescent charity. The Kuwait Red Crescent and the wonderful work they do is closely akin to that of the universally recognized Red Cross. But to learn more about the charity and its work, I'd like to invite the Vice President of Kuwait Red Crescent to give us a short presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Anwar Al-Hassawi.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Chairman, Mr. Mohammed Jassim Saddah, the Honorable Vice Chairman, Ms. Nahla Saddah, dear teachers and students, I'm very honored on behalf of the Kuwait Red Crescent Society to attend the opening ceremony of the annual musical of Kuwait English School today at the Radisson Sas Hotel. On the occasion, I would like to extend sincere thanks to the Honorable School Director, Mrs. Rhoda Mahmoud, and the Honorable School Manager, Mr. Mahmoud Mahmoud, for calling upon us to partner on today's event. I would also like to express my deepest gratitude on selecting our society for your valuable donations. This financial support will be put on the very best use possible in supporting the most critical humanitarian issues as we continue to broadcast the struggle of humanitarian justice across the world. As humanitarians, and in light of the major challenges we meet every day, our only reward is our growing, expanding partnership, which we truly value and motivate us to continue on the path of assistance to the underprivileged communities. I hope that all the students continue to study hard and to grow into useful talents to their societies. I also hope that teachers and students remember to make their own contributions in promoting the importance of volunteer work and organization of His Highness the Emir announcement on the direction of the voluntary work in the national curriculum, which is currently in preparation and development. The noble desire of His Highness the Emir to support humanitarian charities and voluntary work to be taught in national schools is at the commendable steps in planting the seed of a voluntary and charitable work in this affluent country. Humanitarian work has become one of the Kuwait's largest exports, second to oil, clearly acclaimed by the United Nations, coronation of His Highness, a humanitarian leader for the first time in the history of the UN. We are looking forward to the Ministry of Education to translate the desire of His Highness the Emir, take the experience for development countries in voluntary work, and choose the appreciate value approach on his subject, which will be taught and embedded in the roots of the dear children for graduation to become. Honorable Tenants, with this few words, I once again welcome you to the concert and apply to the effort, hard work clearly put into the success of today's event from everyone involved, as well as wish the Kuwait English School more success in their leading role in the education in our country. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fabrice Moreau.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries, no religion too. Imagine all the people living for today. You may say I'm a dreamer, yes I do, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. Will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder, can you do that? I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people living for today. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. The world will be as one. And the world will be as one. The world will be as one.
Hello, yes, technical difficulties. A big thank you to Fabrice Moreau for such a great, haunting, soulful rendition of John Lennon's Imagine. A world at peace, no divisions of nationality or religion. We can only imagine or dream. Fabrice is a Guadeloupean musician, an ardent defender of raw and pure music, a mix of reggae and folk, with rough and soulful vocals that we've just heard. Fabrice draws us into his universe and makes us want to hang around with him on his guitar around a bonfire to put the world to rights with light and understanding, and probably an obligatory rendition of She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain When She Comes. Thank you. Fabrice will be back to entertain us all a bit later. Adagio is a neo-Baroque composition popularly attributed to the 18th century Venetian master Tommaso Albinoni, though it's now thought to have actually been composed by the 20th century musicologist and Albinoni biographer Remo Giazzotto. Adagio will be performed for you this evening by Tor Lambert, Steve Tarry and Diliana Haristova. But before that, however, we will be treated to Nessun Dorma, or None Shall Sleep, which is quite true when you hear it, which is an aria from the final act of Giacomo Puccini's opera Turandot. It's precise, it's emotional, it's passionate, it's Robin Griffith Hughes.
Nessun dorme nella tua fredda stanza guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore ed